These tips nobody have told me, and it took me a bit time to learn about all these money saving ways, and I could have saved more. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm standing right now in front of one of the supermarket, which is really cheap one in Germany. It's called Netto, and since my first video was really long on how to save money, food items and grocery in Germany, therefore I decided to split it into two parts. Hence this part is the continuation of the first video. Do not forget to watch that video as well in case you are looking for some money saving tip. So guys, to begin with this video, as you can see, I'm coming out of that supermarket, and over there I brought something like 2 chocolates which was actually on discount. But what has happened is that when they were billing, the machine did not consider the discount, and hence I end up paying the actual price. But I reached out to the person who was sitting at the cash desk. Of course, eventually they helped me out, but it took me a little while to sort out this discrepancy. So the moral of the story is that you really need to check your bill as well, so that you can see the items that you have brought. They have actually billed you for the same item. They have not added any extra cost, or they have not forgot to give you discount. So the first step before you get into this video is that to always check your bill after you have crossed the cash desk. Besides that, do not be embarrassed to reach out to them in case of any such type of discrepancy. They are ready to help you, but for that of course you need to speak a bit of German so that you can easily approach them, because I remember that in the beginning when I came, I always used to ignore such type of discrepancy, but it does happen. So you really need to be beware of it. Be ready with your phone and Google Translation in case you cannot speak. It has happened to me many times, and sometimes they don't even return you the proper amount of cash, so be careful. Everywhere on Sunday the stores are closed. You will only see some restaurants that are open. So now what actually happens is that since Sunday is an off, therefore they will put discount on Friday and Saturday. So especially on Saturday evening, they would like to clear their vegetables, their fruit, and hence they will put it on discount for 50%, 25%. If you are clever enough, you don't want to miss this opportunity, and you can go to Saturdays in these stores and can stock well in advance for the next week, and you can then again repeat it for the next week as well, and in that way you will end up spending half on your grocery buy. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna dance all night, forget my problems, I might go insane. I don't really give a damn what they say, and now you know it. Hey, little lady, said you feel the same, but I don't believe a word you say, 'cause I don't think you hear. But as they say that no pain, no gain. So here I would like to mention you that on Saturdays, if you don't really have time or if you have exams, it's not really a good idea to go to the supermarket, because since Sunday is closed and all the working people will be in supermarket on Saturdays to shop their grocery for the week. But if you're free, you want some adventure, go for it and get your grocery for cheap. When you're in Germany, you will find many Turkish stores as well for donor, and if you're vegetarian, in that case also they keep things which are good for vegetarian people as well, and of course I have to make video on that as well. Coming back to my tip is that there are some restaurants around the city which you need to actually go out and explore, and what they do is that after 5 or 7 o'clock they start putting discount on their menu. I remember I went once to the train station to meet one of my friends, and surprisingly there was a sandwich corner. They sell more like a Subway menu, and there I have been surprised to see that they have already discounted it by 25% or 50%. You don't mind going out, or you would like to try something different, then maybe you would like to go to these type of restaurants and eat something good, fresh, but at the less price. Then there are some Afghani restaurants also doing the same, so that they can get rid of the ingredients of that day and then they can start the next day with the fresh ingredients. So it's really a good idea, especially the students who want to save some money, and it's a good opportunity to stop food waste and to save money. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just hope you guys are enjoying a lot watching this video. Just wanted to bring to your notice that 1/3 of the total food produce of the world actually ends up into waste, landfills, which eventually impacts our planet as well. Therefore, if you follow these tips or share this video, this will not only help in reducing food waste generated at consumer and at retail level, but also will help in fighting against the world food hunger in the developing countries. Because nowadays in the developed countries it's a huge problem of food waste. Through this tip, it will also help in reducing the demand in the developed countries, which means that in the developing countries it will help to sufficiently serve the entire population. Need not to mention that soon ahead in the future there will be food scarcity similar to all other resources that are actually depleting. So be a part of, and let's move on to the content. So now let's move on to the next tip, and it's related to what I've been speaking right now. There are some food apps might be available in your city which shows that which restaurant is actually giving away the food. I'm talking about the app like Too Good To Go, meaning that across the city they club with the restaurants, and as soon the restaurants are getting closed or if they feel that it will not be sold out, they will put all those meals in that app so that you as a app user, you can actually see it over there what is available, what day and what time, and you can go and pick it up at the less price. So maybe if you're in Germany, you want to Google search, you want to either search on Google like food waste saving app, and there will be like many applications. I completely forgot that there was this small counter when you're in the grocery store which always have a discount. I will find even salads over there, some dressings or cheese, many things, and it's not expired. It will be expired soon, but it has not been expired. At this point of the video, I would also like to highlight, since I have done the project on food waste as a part of my studies, therefore, I would like you to know that there is a difference between use before and best before. Best before doesn't mean that it has been expired, and use before means you have to finish it before that particular date. And these two things are very commonly misunderstood, and then the food gets destroyed. So to avoid that situation, do remember this. And as a next tip, always try to maintain the temperature of your fridge at 4 so that you are not soiling your veggies that you might have got or you might have bought for the entire week on Saturdays. So if you want to keep your food fresh, then make sure that you have 4-degree temperature in your fridge, because in Germany the fridge is really different than how you are used to see in India. So you might not have the separate freezing cabinet. Even if you have a separate freezing cabinet, you will notice that as soon the temperature falls down, in back of your fridge inside is frozen, which means that if there is any grocery or food items that is in contact with it, it will also freeze that item as well, which ultimately ends up into the dustbin, of course. So keep these in mind to preserve your food and keep it long lasting, and also buy some aluminium foil, because if you wrap your fresh veggies inside the aluminium foil, for example, if you wrap your lettuce, it can actually preserve its life more than keeping it simply inside your fridge. So aluminium foil is really important for you to buy, and also especially when you are cooking and you want to keep it for next day. Besides that, if you're also minion and you would like to eat banana every day, which you should because it's a really healthy alternate and it keeps you full for 1 hour, 2 hours at least. So if you have bananas and you bought it in bulk, don't forget to seal with aluminium foil their tip from where it is joined with another banana. In that way it keeps it from ripening or turning black, and it stays fresh. I'm glad that you guys managed to make it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the entire tip and trick on how you can save money and our planet. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care and keep saving.
I just wanna be with